Hi guys, today we will be discussing the third chapter of the class 10th Ncert. We have already covered other chapters, so this is the part of the oceanography series because we have covered geomorphology and climatology. One of the topic which was remaining was oceanography, and this will be the starting of the oceanography. But there are a couple of chapters in the class 11th Ncert, and I have time and again said that the questions are directly coming from the class 11th NCERT as well. So this will be the first part of the oceanography series, and here we will be talking about the basic concepts of the waters. Okay. So look, so this is the chapter we'll be covering. Okay, and I'm covering it from the exams perspective only. So pay kind attention. So let us talk about this. Uh, this fact is important from exams perspective. I'm not going into the details of the chapter, but for me, uh, facts are important, which can be asked in exam. Okay, Sardar Sarovar Dam, okay, has been built over the Narmada River. So the question which can be asked in the exam is this: Sardar Sarovar Dam is built on or which river? Sorry. So Sardar Sarovar Dam has been built over the Narmada river. Narmada flows through the uh, Rift Valley, and it is the western flowing river. And over the Narmada only you have Dhumadhar waterfall, right? So it is near Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh. So now you have got another example. So you need to study about this Sardar Sarovar Dam. Then you have Tengri Dam. Then you have this Hirakud Dam. Okay, Hirakud. So this is also important. Hirakud. Okay. Now this question can be asked regarding Narmada Bachao Andolan. Save Narmada Movement is a non-governmental organization. So you need to study about this Narmada Bachao Andolan by Medha Patkar. Okay, Narmada Bachao Andolan by Medha Patkar. Okay. Again, you have Krishna Godavari dispute is due to the objections raised by Andhra and Karnataka. So now Krishna Godavari, it is this dispute is fought between the Andhra Pradesh and the Telangana government. Okay. So major rivers and the dams, and I think we will spend couple of minutes on this. So now look at the river Indus. This is how it flows. Okay. Then you have Salal project on Chenab River. Okay. Then you have Bhakra Nangal on Satluj River. Okay, Bhakra Nangal. This is also important. Bhakra Nangal is also important. Remember that. I was talking about Tehri, which is on River Ganga. Okay. Now look, as I have told you, Tehri. Another is Rana Pratap Gandhi Sagar. These are important on River Chambal. Okay. Then we discuss about this Sardar Sarovar Dam, which is on Narmada River. So these are two important things. Then you have Hirakud on Mahanadi River. Okay, Hirakud on Mahanadi River. So these dams are important. One is Bhakra Nangal. I will write it. You can note down. One is Bhakra Nangal. Another is Tehri. Then you have Rana Pratap. Okay. Then you have Sardar Sarovar. Okay. Then you have Hirakud. Okay. These dams are important. Then you have Nagarjuna Sagar, which is on the river Krishna. Okay. Nagarjuna Sagar and Koyna. Okay. This is also important. Mettur is also on the river, over the river Kaveri. Remember this. Mettur is over the river Kaveri. So you have now Mettur. Okay. Mettur. Then you have Nagarjuna Sagar. Okay. Then you have Hirakud. Then you have Sardar Sarovar. So you have got couple of dams, and this diagram is very important. Okay. So now you have got couple of dams which are important from exams perspective. So now I think the question can be asked on rainwater harvesting. Let us study what is rainwater harvesting. Okay, we will be studying about the rainwater harvesting. So many thought that given the advantages and the rising resistance against the multi-purpose projects, water harvesting system has become a viable alternative, both socio-economically as well as environmentally. In ancient India, along with the sophisticated hydraulic structure, there existed an extraordinary tradition of water harvesting system. People had in-depth knowledge of rainfall regimes and soil types and developed wide-ranging techniques to harvest the rainwater. So so basically, if the question comes, so rainwater harvesting is not a modern technique. It is ancient technique. Okay. In hills and mountainous regions, people built diverse channels like gulls and cools for the of the western Himalaya of agriculture. Okay, gulls and cools. Remember this. Of the western Himalayan agriculture. Rooftop rainwater harvesting was commonly practiced to store drinking water, particularly in Rajasthan. So, rooftop rainwater harvesting was famous in which state? It was famous in the what? In the area of Rajasthan. Okay, remember that. The question can be asked. In the semi-arid areas and the arid regions of Rajasthan, particularly Bikaner, almost all the houses traditionally had underground tanks and tankas for storing drinking water. Okay, look, it is a kind of pool. in Western Himalayan region. Cool. Okay. So now you understood. Now rooftop harvesting is common across the towns and villages of Thar. Rainwater that falls on the sloping roofs of the houses is taken through a pipe. Look, this is the pipe. On the sloping roof of houses is taken through a pipe into an underground tanka. Okay, built in the main house or the central courtyard. The picture above shows water being taken from the neighbor's roof through the pipe. Okay, here the neighbor's rooftop has been used for the collection of rainwater. So rooftop harvesting is also one of the important thing. Tamil Nadu is the first state in India which has made rooftop harvesting a structure compulsory to all the houses across the state. There has legal provisions to punish the defaulters. So remember this. Okay. So you can see, and the facts we have taken from the resources is that given the abundance and the renewability of the water, it is difficult to imagine that we may suffer from water scarcity. The moment we speak about water shortages, we immediately associate it with the regions having low rainfall and those that are drought prone. We instantaneously visualize the deserts of Rajasthan and women balancing many matkas. You know, matkas, the women's put structures like this, right? You might have seen structures like this over another and women carrying that, right? You know this type of matkas. These are called matka. So there is example of Israel and what how it is, without having any water, even because it is located in the desert area. So how they are managing water? एक और इसराइल जैसे 25 सेंटीमीटर औसत वार्षिक वर्षा वाले देश में जल का कोई अभाव नहीं है, तो दूसरी तरफ 114 औसत वार्षिक वाले हमारे देश में प्रतिवर्ष किसी भाग में सूखा अवश्य पड़ता है। देश में जल की उपलब्धता और उसके स्वरूप अनुसार समुचित जल प्रबंध न होने के कारण ही वर्षा जल नदी नालों में तेजी से बहकर समुद्र में चला जाता है, जिससे वर्षा के बाद के लगभग 9 महीने देश के लिए पानी की कमी होती है। Now imagine Israel is having almost 5 times less water than us. Okay, we have almost 125 centimeters, sorry, rainfall, annual rainfall. Okay, and Israel is having only 25 centimeter of rainfall. Then also we are facing major problem compared to Israel. Okay, this is because of mismanagement of water and without realizing the resources properly. Post-independent India witnessed intensive industrialization and urbanization, creating vast opportunities for us. Today, industrial houses are commonplace as the industrial units of many MNCs, multinational corporations. The ever-increasing number of industries has made matters worse by exerting pressures on existing freshwater resources. Today in India, hydroelectric power contributes approximately 22% of the total electricity produced. So remember this hydroelectric power contributes to almost how much? 22% of the total electricity produced. So hydroelectric powers contribution is how much? I will write it down so you can note. Hydroelectric power is almost 22%. Okay, remember this figure. Now we will talk about the Jal Jeevan Mission. Questions can be asked on the objectives of or the goals of Jal Jeevan Mission. So the goal of Jal Jeevan Mission is to enable every rural household get assured supply of potable piped water at a service level of 55 liters per capita per day regularly. This figure we have taken it from the Economic Survey of 2021. Jal Jeevan Mission. Okay. So the objective of the goal of the Jal Jeevan Mission is to enable every rural household get assured the supply of potable piped water at the service level of 55 liters per capita per day. Look, this fact is again important for us. Okay. The first century BC, in the first century before Christ, I had sophisticated water harvesting system on the floods of River Ganga. Okay, remember this. Remember this name and note down so that we'll have questions that can be asked. During the time of Chandragupta Maurya, dams like irrigation system were extensively built. So the question will be asked, on which Rhine the irrigation system was extensively built? So it is during the Chandragupta Maurya's period. Now again, the evidences of sophisticated irrigation works have been found near Kalinga. You know about Kalinga, when the Ashoka fought the Kalinga War, which changed the very approach of the Ashoka, and afterwards he became very merciful, right? So you have Nagarjuna Konda, which is in Andhra Pradesh. The question can be asked. Okay. In 11th century, Bhopal Lake was one of the artificial lake. Remember this, Bhopal Lake, and Hauze Khas near Delhi, which is constructed by Altamash on the supplying water to Siri Fort area. Remember that. The question can be asked whether the house Khas was built by whom? It was built by Altamash. So you know about the Hirakud Dam. So on which river Hirakud is built? So that can be the one question which will be asked. So the Bhakra Nangal, which is one of the important dams of India, which is been on the basin of Satluj and Bias. Remember this. Bhakra Nangal. Bhakra Nangal is one of the important project which is built over the river Satluj and Bias. It's very important from exams perspective. Okay. So the dams are actually the temples of modern India. Remember this. Now this line is again important, which I have highlighted. The Damodar Valley River region narrates the troubles faced by the peoples due to Damodar River. It's also called as the River of Sorrow, Damodar River. So that can be again the Kosi River is called the Sorrow of Bihar. It's also important. river Kosi. It's important from exams perspective. So they have always asked, and I will suggest you to go for the tributaries. Okay, most important things whenever you will study about the river system, na, is regarding the tributaries. Okay, so always focus on tributaries. So you will get at least 4 marks, because every now and then they have asked questions regarding the rivers and tributaries. In that sense, it is important. You know about the Narmada Bachao Andolan by Meda Patkar and Tehri Dam Andolan, which are the resistance against the multi-purpose projects, because of the side effects of the projects and because of the impacts of that projects over the lives of people. I have discussed that, and also discussed about the Sardar Sarovar Dam, which has been built over the Narmada River in Gujarat. Remember that. And the project covers almost 4 states: Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, and Rajasthan. The water is given to the people of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, and Rajasthan. Remember this. Okay. Then you have Krishna Godavari dispute, which is between the Karnataka and Andhra. Remember this. And this is the map which you should take screenshot of and remember the names like Bhakra Nangal, Teheri. Then you have Rana Pratap Sagar. Then you have Gandhi Sagar. Then you have Sardar Sarovar Dam. Then you have Nagarjuna Sagar over the Krishna River. So that is the question. Then Mettur project, which is over the Kaveri River. And then you have Hirakud, which is over the Mahanadi River in Odisha. Okay. These 2-3 things are dams are important. I talked about the river Kosi also, Ghagra also, Gandak also. Okay. And you know about this Brahmaputra river and its tributaries. A lot of floods are there every year in the floodplains of Assam. Assam has two parts, like Upper Assam or Lower Assam. So particularly in Lower Assam, which has tremendously faced the problems of floods over the years, and we are not able to instill a proper system which will check the or control the chronic effects of the floods. Then I talked about the gulls or kuls, which were there in the western Himalayan regions. Like you can see in the image, the kuls. This is the image of the kul which has been given by the NCRT, which is one of the villages in the western Himalayas. Okay, this is how they build the kul in the circular village tank, which can be called as a circular village tank for the water harvesting. Okay, and another example is rooftop water harvesting, which is famous in the Rajasthan area. And you know that Tamil Nadu is the state which has made it compulsory for every house to build uh, to undertake such things. So here the information has been provided by NCERT that Tamil Nadu is the first state in India which has made the rooftop harvesting compulsory to all the houses across the state. So that is one of the projects of the Tamil Nadu government. So now again, this will be the last time we are revising this, and this will be the last chapter, because all the other chapters from the geomorphology and climatology we have covered, and this is one of the starting points of the oceanography. Afterwards, we'll be studying about the currents. Last year they had asked questions regarding currents also. Okay, then we will be talking about the classification of currents on warm and cold, then the impacts of the currents, the commercial importance. Then we'll be talking about the structures like continental slope and the various things regarding the economic zone and all. Right, extensive economic zone. We will be talking about then what is nautical mile, how it impacts the trading. We'll be talking about that. we will talking about the continental or the oceanic relief system. Okay, and we are talking about the divergent boundaries which forms the mid-oceanic ridges or the trenches. So we'll be talking about that also. So oceanography is one thing which is important from the exams perspective also. And while discussing the 11th NCRT, whereby we will be talking about the physical environment, physical geography. So in the physical geography, we'll be talking about this and also concepts of salinity. Okay, and factors impacting the salinity of the oceanic water. So we'll be talking about that also. So that's also important from exams perspective. Okay. Now I have talked about the hydroelectric power, which contributes almost 22% of the total electricity produced. Okay. So water conservation has also been important thing from the Indian government's perspective. And I have given example of the Jal Jeevan mission, which was there in the Economic Survey of India 2021-22, which the goal is important, which can be asked in the exam. So the simple question will be, what is the goal of JJM, that is the Jal Jeevan mission, which was there in Economic Survey of 21-22. So the goal of JJM is to enable every rural household. So it is not urban, okay, it's rural. To get assured supply of potable piped water, okay, and almost 55 liters per capita per day will be provided. That is the goal of the JJM according to the economic survey. Okay. Now we discuss about this Sringavera near Allahabad. It's talked about the channelizing the floods of the river Ganga. We talked about the Chandragupta Maurya also, and we talked about the Kalinga, Nagarjunakonda, Bennur, etc. We talked about this Bhopal lake, which was the 11th century lake. We talked about the House Khas, which was built by Altamash near the Fort Siri. Okay. Then we talked about this river basin, Satluj River Basin, which is the tributary of the Indus Valley, Indus River, which originates near the Mansarovar Lake. There are three rivers which originate near the Mansarovar Lake, Satluj and Indus also. And from the eastern points, Brahmaputra also originates from the Mansarovar Lake. It's all in Tibet. It's part of China. Then you talk about the Damodar River, which is known as the River of Sorrow. Then I think from this chapter we have covered the different points which can be asked in exam. Okay. Nothing there which is left. The factual data has all been covered. We discuss about the rooftop harvesting also. Now look at some multiple choice questions based on the information given below. Classify each of the situation as suffering from water scarcity and not suffering. So you can do it. Now again, this question is important. Which one of the following statement is not? NDA time and again had asked this type of questions, the not type of questions. Not an argument in favor. So you will be talking about the disadvantage here of the multi-purpose river projects. So multi-purpose purpose projects bring water to those areas which suffer. So it is in the favor, right? So it will not be the answer. multi-purpose projects by regulating water flow helps to control the floods. Okay, then you have it lead to large scale displacement. Now look, this is the disadvantage. It's not argument in favor, it is argument which is against the multi-purpose river project. So the proper answer will be C. Okay, try to understand the question, what they're trying, what they are giving in the question. Without proper reading of the question, it will be difficult for you to answer. So you need to understand that they are asking you the disadvantage and not the advantage. So this was it for today from the NCERT books. So tomorrow we'll be talking about the 11th NCERT, and there are two parts. One is Indian geography, and another is physical geography. We'll be covering the physical geography. We have already talked about the agriculture. Okay, and covering there will be couple of lectures on oceanography. I think I need some 4 to 5 lectures on oceanography. Thereby, we will be covering different aspects of oceanography, and we'll solve some questions, multiple choice questions, so that you will get hint if the question comes in India exam.